how we doing today? We're in my shed. Gonna try and finish this trunk thing, dude. We've been going at it for too long. People probably think I'm baloneying about putting, I can't put that there yet, putting air ride on my car. Honestly, it's just been, there's so much going on. I work 9 to 5. It's been getting better out, but I need my dad's help for a lot. You can call it stupid, or I'm not a car enthusiast because I need my dad's help, but dude's done this before on a 20th and it turned out really good. So obviously I'm gonna ask him for help just so that mine's equally as good. But I'm trying to get it done. It's May, the car needs to be finished, or I guess have the air ride on. So what we're doing today, I'm gonna try and get a lot of this stuff mounted, the tank, the compressor, the management. What I basically have to do is drill holes in this. The hardware that came with it is a little bit too short to go through the board, so I have to use this thing, drill into the board a little bit so that the bolt has room to sit into it, just so that it'll reach. I don't feel like going to buy new hardware, but basically I'll get you guys set up. I already have, you know, spots mounted or marked as far as where the holes are gonna go, and then I just need to do it on the other side because I'm not gonna drill holes through the top piece, then the bolt would fall right through. So we're gonna get you set up, probably prop you up somewhere in here. Apologize about the lighting, but I'll get you propped up, start measuring out the holes and everything, and then try and get this tank on. Just to show you guys, redid the marks here. I'm gonna check to make sure they're good, and then I'll start to drill through with that drill bit, get it recessed so that the bolt can go through, and go from there. And then just so you guys have an idea, here's the hardware they gave us. So I need to drill that first, obviously, and then make sure that the bolt, oh, I guess I can do it this way. Yes, that's perfect. Yep. So we're gonna keep drilling them out and then put the bolts in, hopefully get the hardware on. And then have the tank mounted. Alright, so we got them drilled out. Hopefully I did it right. We're going to put the tank on and see. Pretty God I don't have to, well, not even me, my dad has to cut a new board because I'm impatient and just want to get it done. But let's take a look. so here's how it sits. Just having an issue with one of the bolts going through, and then also just leaving enough thread for the nuts to go on. So I think I'm gonna try and drill them out a little bit more because I don't want to go all the way through or not leave enough wood for it to be stable. So I'm gonna take the tank off, try and drill it through, and then also get the one to pop through. I don't know if my angles for the holes might have not been perfect, but that's whatever, we'll get it to work. And we're back. Just realized that the battery's almost dead on this, but quick update. So video, the first part you just saw was 2 days ago as of when I'm filming this part, and then yesterday I took care of mounting the compressor and the manifold, and I also just painted the whole thing black. This will be painted black as well, and I think we're actually gonna end up trimming it just to fit over top of this. The issue is the bolts they provide you with, it's a little bit short for what I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do is take them out, or take off the brackets, find longer bolts, and then run them through reverse and have them go on top, just because there's a little bit of an issue trying to get this to fit just with how turning it worked out, and same way down there, if you can see. Manifold's fine, tank's fine, but just wanted to give you guys an update as of today. I'll probably end up working on this tonight as well. I'm on my lunch break, so. All right, so my GoPro died, but 5 hours later, done with work. So what I did when the GoPro died was basically I just took the compressor off, and what I'm gonna do is put the bolts through the bottom, and then I got longer ones from Home Depot. You gotta make it more obvious where the metric ones are. I couldn't find them, and I stood there for like 20 minutes just looking at a bunch of numbers, but these will work. And so I'm gonna feed them through the bottom, and that will allow for me to go all the way through, put the nuts on, and hopefully, ouch, I bumped my head, hopefully get this one in, because this is right behind that part that sticks up. But what I'll do is I'm gonna get you guys propped up and start working on fixing that, and then pretty much just go from there and probably cut those pieces down to size, eventually paint those probably next week at some point. But let's see, what's that angle looking like? Can you see it? If I point right here? Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna go grab a screwdriver, unless I have one in here. I think that's one of the pieces of equipment that I took back up. And I'm back. I think you're still recording. But what we'll do is get a hole drilled for this one. And we're gonna go right through here. Should be good. Yes, sir. If not, fuck 'em. Alright, so update, since you guys were up there. I put the new screws in, and then I was going to put the compressor back on, but it wasn't working because of the new screws. They were in the way. So what I had to do was tighten them down a little bit more so that the rubber's kind of sucked in on the feet, and then put the screws in prior, like feed them through so that I only had to go a couple of centimeters, millimeters, whatever the hell you want to call it. But they're in now, and basically what my next step is going to be is to trim those down so that they'll fit just right around the frame. I think I have to sand this piece right there, just because the nipple on the tank comes out pretty far, and I need to have enough room to put a fitting around it. So I'm gonna go get the jigsaw and then trim that, and then sand that down and try and get it so that a fitting will go in there. so it's all good and fits. Next step will be cutting a hole out so that you can see the compressor and the management. So I'll have to do those measurements and then I'll cut them. I don't know if I'm doing it tonight, but it will be in this video. I'm going to try and wrap up majority of this in the video, the trunk aspect of it. So stay tuned. Probably look like a grease ball. Stay tuned. We'll be back with finishing it. All right, so kind of picking up way after the fact. I finished the whole trunk pretty much except for the vinyl flooring. Didn't record it, like I said. I get off at like 5:30 and then I was pretty much just trying to get as much shit done as I could before it got dark out. So I didn't record really any of it. But here's a look at it. We have a fitting for an air hose fitting going to the water trap. Lines ran to the manifold and then lines ran to bulkheads for the struts, the relay, compressor, fitting that goes to the tank. All my lines are ran underneath and I'll tidy them up. And then I put little felt things just because hitting bumps, it would bounce. You know, my bad for not recording it, but I was really just trying to get all this stuff done just because it's middle of May and the struts need to go on and that was holding us up, so I tried to bang it out as much as I could. I don't know what order all these are going to be in, but I have a car meet video. Shit was kind of a bust, really not that cool of cars there. And then I'm going to do some touch-up paint. I already did some like a month ago, but I'm going to pick it up and do like the front valance, my side skirt, the rear quarter, some other stuff like near the trunk, the back bumper. I'm gonna do all that, and then I just fixed the door handle. So all this stuff is like random as far as the days, but we're gonna start on the touch-up paint, and I'll probably wash the car afterwards, and yeah, that'll pretty much be it. But that's the end of the trunk. You know, my bad for not having the best chronological order to it and missing like a huge amount of it, but I was just trying to get it done. So if you like the video, comment, you know, if you think it's all right, and subscribe to see the struts go on. That's pretty much all I got. Check you guys next week.